Hey everybody, welcome back to the Monday edition of the Jerusalem Journal. We're here to give you all the hot news. And the heat has really been turned up since Jesus entered yesterday into Jerusalem. And we're going to let you know all the things that are going on here on Monday in Jerusalem. So reports have been mentioned that Jesus is in the temple, and he's really been very frustrated with the activities and the things that are going over in the temple, so much so that he's flipping over the tables. And he was quoted as saying this: "My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." Later on, when he was in the temple, he was starting to question the belief of some of those around him that have seen him performing these miracles day after day, and questioning, are they really understanding faith? And at this late hour, Jesus has returned to Bethany. Those are your headlines. Let's take it over to Nicole and hear a word from our sponsors.
Hey, it's Nicole from the Salome Shop. Come on down to get your 50% off palm branches. They come by the barrelful. Some of them don't even look stepped on. Let's get a word about the weather from Kyle.
Hey everyone, as you know, we're in Jerusalem. It's hot, 90 degrees, and still rising. Can I have a palm branch, please? It's really hot.
For the low, low price of 2 coins.
There you are. Thank you.
So now let's get a deeper investigative report from Gentile George. What do you got for us today?
Thank you, Scott. Well, I am a Gentile here in Jerusalem because I worship the one God of Israel, and I have been following this Jesus, this rabbi, and today me and some other Greeks had an incredible opportunity to approach Jesus and try to meet with him and talk with him. And when we did that, Jesus kind of ignored us. He kind of just went on to say what he kind of already probably had in his mind to say. So we didn't get to ask any questions, but he talked about how his hour has come, finally, and which was very peculiar, very, very strange to say that his hour has come like the end of his life, or the end of the world, or Jerusalem, or end of the Roman Empire. It wasn't quite clear. But Jesus continued on to say some very strange things. He talked about how he was going to be someone who was lifted up. And again, it's strange language, because we're wondering, lifted up to what? Like on top of a mountain, in the air, or something else? It's very strange. But there are some other things that Jesus said that were very profound and very challenging. He talked about conquering things by way of weakness. He talked about a kernel from wheat being buried in order to produce a crop. And I can't help but think that he was talking about himself. And in taking some of the other pieces together with what he was saying, I'm thinking Jesus is talking about how his hour has come to die. And that through his death, he's going to conquer and produce a crop around the world. So those are just some things to think about as I've run into Jesus, and I challenge you to think about those things as well. He's a fascinating man with some very profound things to say. And so we close this evening and this report with a song from Kyle.
I give it all over to you. I give it all over to you. Your love is like an arrow straight